4 Horses, Dead Ringer, by J.D. McCall. 4 Horses, Chapter 1. He eyed the 4 tired-looking horses hitched to the rail outside the hotel, their tails swishing at the occasional irritation of a fly biting their rumps.
Interesting markings. Never seen a horse with anything like that on him,
he thought as he continued to stare at the unusual star-shaped white patch gracing the right flank of the pinto. He kept walking, his boots striking the planks of the wooden sidewalk with a familiar knock as each one creaked in slight protest at the weight of his steps.
Sure don't recognize any of these nags.
His eyes narrowed slightly as he studied them in passing. He could see by their dusty hides they had been ridden for several days. Clean spots on the flanks told him a pair of saddlebags had been taken off each one, and a burnished place on the sides of 2 of the saddles made him suspect their owners had been toting rifles as well. Other than that, he couldn't tell much more about the men who rode them or what business they might have in town.
Must be checking into the commercial. Best keep a lookout for the next few days.
He had taken but a few steps past the 4 animals when something else, or rather the lack of it, drew his concentration its way.
Somebody must have finally bought that green dress,
he silently observed, not seeing it in its usual place in the window of the store he was approaching.
Guess even an ugly dog needs an owner.
The notion fetched a brief smile to him before his thoughts turned back once more to the horses he had passed. There was not much that went on in the town he did not know about. Looking at him, no one would have ever guessed he was at all suited for his job. If size foretold of a man's measure, his slight 5'6" frame made no boasts on his behalf, leaving any hint of hardness or sinew concealed beneath his clothes. A few well-earned lines creased his face in most all the places expected of a man in his early 50s. Beneath the black Stetson lay a crop of thinning, sandy hair and a long, crooked nose which dominated even the mustache and goatee framing his mouth. Nothing about him was even remotely intimidating.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?